Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 10 out of Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, I'm going to be speaking about a man that would commit a heinous crime on New Year's Eve, leaving a family devastated for 2021. As 2020 wrapped up, leaving everyone with high hopes for the new year, one man wanted to enter 2021 with a bang. On December 31st at around 12:47 p.m., Springfield police were dispatched to 2001 West Scott after a 911 caller stated a juvenile female had been assaulted. Officers arrived finding a 14-year-old girl with her throat slit and a 7-year-old girl with stab wounds outside of a home. Officers quickly made entry into the residence where they discovered two deceased victims, a 32-year-old woman and a 13-year-old boy. During the initial call to police, the phone was handed to a man who said he rushed into the house, kicked open the door with a gun, and saw a bald man with a white shirt standing inside. That bald man, according to the male caller, ran toward the back of the house. The caller was then able to pull the 7-year-old from the house as the suspect ran away. During the search of the home, officers noted blood stains on the already open sliding glass door leading to the backyard. A knife was found in a chair in the living room. Police learned it was the woman's home. Her children attacked, her son killed, while one of her surviving daughters was listed in critical but stable condition. To make the news even worse, her son didn't even live with her. He'd only been visiting for the holidays. A witness observed a male fleeing from the home. Police receiving several calls about a man wearing bloody clothing in the neighborhood. A perimeter was established by law enforcement and they eventually located the male in the 1400 block of North Brown Street, where he was taken into custody and transported to a hospital. The man was identified as Brandon King, and investigators would soon learn why he killed his girlfriend and tried to kill her children. Brandon told authorities he didn't have a weapon on him at the time he was taken into custody, saying it was back at the house. And during the investigation, he admitted to it all. The day before New Year's Eve, Brandon learned he had a new charge out of Christian County and was planning to flee the state. He knew about some money at the house he could steal from his girlfriend's mother, and on top of that, he wanted to steal her van. So Brandon decided to kill everyone in the house because he didn't want to leave any witnesses to the theft. He told interrogators he waited until all of them had fell asleep before he made his move, grabbing a knife and stabbing the 13-year-old boy before slashing his 14-year-old sister's throat. The commotion caused the 32-year-old mother in the other room to wake up, so he stabbed her in the living room. And as he attacked her, her 7-year-old daughter tried to stop him as she witnessed the entire event. He admitted to swinging the knife at the little girl and said he may have accidentally hit her. It was during this exchange he heard a man knocking on the door and yelling at him not to hurt the kids. The man then kicked the door open, aiming the gun, at which Brandon dropped the knife running.
Police say even with her throat cut and covered with blood, a 14-year-old girl was able to run next door and get help. A neighbor told them he then kicked in the door where the attack happened and pulled out a 7-year-old girl who had also been stabbed.
I seen the woman holding the other little girl's neck and she was just covered in blood.
Brandon told investigators if the man hadn't kicked the door in, he would have continued attacking the 7-year-old girl and intended to kill her. 29-year-old Brandon Corbin King was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, child abuse resulting in death, 2 counts of first-degree assault, 2 counts of abuse of a child, and 7 counts of armed criminal action. At this time, he's being held in the Greene County Jail without bond. The mother, identified as Stephanie Plum, and her 13-year-old son, Dylan Moore. Now this case is insane, it's disgusting, and it doesn't even make sense to me. I checked the Christian County court records. The only charge I was able to find on the court site with his name was a forgery charge. A felony forgery that I believe was from 2019. I don't know if he just found out about it or what it was. But if you committed all that over a fucking forgery. Whatever he had, it wasn't a murder charge. It wasn't an attempted murder. It wasn't anything worth actually running. It wasn't anything serious from what I can see on the court site. And if that's the case, you killed a woman and her son and tried to kill the 2 other little girls over that. Were you scared to go to jail? Did you get raped the last time you were in jail? What is it that has you so shook of being incarcerated that you would completely destroy a family on New Year's Eve? Now, if y'all been watching my channel for a little bit, you know that I find candidates that deserve the express pass for the death penalty. And in my opinion, shoot him on sight. What the fuck is the point of making, I used to be a criminal, right? I used to commit a lot of fucking felonies. I pay taxes now. And now I understand why people used to bitch like, oh, my taxes are paying for him in prison. Yeah, fuck that. Just shoot him. What is the point of keeping him alive? If you can plan on killing children and sneak up on a child when they're in their most innocent state, they're asleep, defenseless. I'm a father. You ever looked at your little kid sleeping and you just think it's the most peaceful, precious thing you've ever seen? I look at my little girl and I'm just at peace watching her sleep. And this motherfucker grabs a knife and starts attacking kids. I don't see any reason to keep this man alive, to put this man through the court system. I don't see any reason why someone can justify doing what he did. Why someone believes he deserves the right to a fair trial. And obviously, we know how the court system goes. He's gonna get all that. He's gonna be in county forever. And hopefully in his state, they enforce prison politics where somebody like him hits the yard and gets smacked off the next day. I would love to make a video hearing about how they wet him up on the yard. He had to get helicoptered out. He fell out of the helicopter, landed on the barbed wire fence, and an inmate climbed up and still got his ass. You know what I mean? Now, I'm sure some people in the comments are gonna be like, why didn't Buddy that kicked the door in shoot the gun? If the man turned around and ran away and he would have fired that gun, he would himself be facing charges. You can't shoot somebody that's running away. And I don't know, I feel like there should be a fucking law where if you walk in on a scene and you can see dead people, children, blood everywhere, and the guy that just did it is running away, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to put his ass down. Because your defense would be, well, I just walked in on a fucking horror movie and I see Buddy just drop the knife and starts running. I don't know who he's gonna run into next, if he has any other weapons on him, and if he's gonna continue to do what he just did. So I popped his ass, called the police, they came through and they got him. Whether he's alive or dead, I don't fucking care. But I know that the person that just did this just hit the floor. I don't see anything wrong with that. I was inside a county jail, this big ass black dude, and he stuck out, not because he was a big ass black dude, but because he had a red band. And inside of the Hillsborough County Jail, if you have a red band, it means you either got a murder charge or you came back from prison. You could be, coming back for court. That doesn't mean you have a crazy charge, but you came from prison. You're more of like a high custody. Even though they put you in with everyone else, you get a fancy red band. And I'm blood, but I had a blue one and I wanted a red one. I don't know how the fuck you get one of those. He's like, oh, I'm in here for a murder. So I was like, never mind, I'll stick with the blue. But he told me about his case. He was trying to go the stand your ground route. He went to his girlfriend's house. He more or less opened the door, heard something going on. And when he got inside, he saw a man that was raping his girlfriend. He shot the man in the back. Because he shot him in the back, he's facing a murder charge. Had it been in front of the man, it would have been a different story. But because he shot him in his back, he was in county on murder. And I don't know what the hell happened to this dude. This was 2012. Murder charges can take anywhere from like 1 to 2.5 years to solve. So maybe he did that in 2010, 2011. I don't know how it played out. But I feel in a case like this, There shouldn't have been anything wrong with putting his ass down after walking in and seeing what he just did to that family. And I hope that there is a GoFundMe out. If I do not have one posted with this video and one of y'all come across a GoFundMe for the victims in this case, for the children that survived in this case, please comment it in the comment section. I'm going to have that posted. It's going to be linked. It's going to be the pinned comment in the comment section, you know. Times are already tough as they are. $600 isn't going to help any fucking body with this little bullshit stimulus check. And I would love to show any support and use a platform to send as much support as I can to the 2 surviving kids. But hey, it's 1090 J. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Till next time.